Have you ever wondered why Birds of a Feather feels so soft in comparison to like a bunch of other pop songs? In this clip, you can even hear the mixing engineer John Castelli talking about this himself.
My instinct was to mix it like a pop song without thinking about it. I just like, I just made it really, it started knocking. It was like big and it was wide. Phineas was like, well, I'm glad we have like the radio mix on, of this version, but like, I think it needs to be a little softer and a little bit more like anti-pop type mix, like warmer, darker, like more like the rest of the album.
So Birds of a Feather does a lot of things that embrace kind of imperfection and organic production way more than the average pop song. Like for example, recording a handful of those vocals with a handheld microphone with the speakers on. This allows all the different instruments to bleed into the vocal and also the vocal effects like the delays and the reverb. It creates this kind of like soupy kind of mix, and it kind of gives the illusion of like a live room.
Put more echo on it. I feel like it went away.
Another thing that they did was they have like sample-based grooves like I'm sure a lot of you guys are using, but they also blended in a live kit. Now the kick and the snare are primarily the sample-based groove, but on the live kit, they boosted the volumes of things like the drum overheads and the room reverbs. So creating the pocket with the samples and creating the more natural human element with like the more like ambient mics. Birds of a Feather is kind of an example of how pop production doesn't always have to be so polished. People relate to imperfection, and in the pop world, I don't think that's thought of enough. Sometimes making everything perfect makes things sound too sanitized. So embrace the room around you and embrace the imperfections that you might have in your productions, and I bet your mix will even thank you for it.